What's up, mother foxes? Welcome back. The 347 drama continues. Yeah. Let me show you. Well, look at that. If you can see the scratches on there, yes, I can feel them with a fingernail. Ah, that's one bearing. And here's the other one. Yeah. Not exactly sure what happened there. Got some ideas, but that's not all. So you got those bearings and they go on a crank, right? Well, looky there. Yes. Can I really get any worse at this point? Probably. But it's fixable. Let me explain. Phone a friend. Guess who? The Windsor Wizard, yes, Ford Blue Gauge. Had a long conversation with him, and he helped me understand a lot. I just learned a ton more from him by having the conversation with him. And this is what he told me. He goes, "Don't freak out about it." He goes, "And when I tell you what you need to do, don't freak out about this." He goes, "You need to take 1200 to 1500 grit sandpaper." He uses 15. That's what he likes to use. Some WD-40, and go with the rotation. He goes, and try to get it mostly out of there. And I said, if there's scratches on these, does it really hurt anything? He said, no. If they're going with the rotation, no. He goes, what you don't want is it going across the rotation. Then that's going to take oil away from the bearing in those grooves, and that's bad. He goes, if there's some scratches in there that aren't bad, he said, then it's fine. It's not going to hurt anything. The main thing you really want to do is if there's any burrs in those scratches, to sand them out of there. I was like, okay. So that helped me understand a lot. Now, some people may be disagreeing with you, but he also told me, look, people get freaked out about this. He said he put an engine together in an alley on a windy day, and that engine's still running today. So I'm not too nervous about this. Should be easy. And I told him, I'm like, hey, if I'm going to do those couple of bearings and the crank, I might as well just do all the bearings. And he goes, absolutely, he does. And because it makes sense, because it knocks any of the burrs that might be on there from the factory off. Just kind of never thought about it because we were in a rush to get this together, but it makes a lot of sense because when we pulled those bearings out of the package, and we cleaned them. I cleaned them with acetone. You could see the metal shavings coming off them. Now, why a company who makes them wouldn't put them through a cleaning process after they machined them, I don't understand that. But anyway, live and learn, man. So now I know. So when I take Ginger's engine apart, that's probably what I'm going to do, is basically clean everything and then sand those bearings all down and then clean everything up. But that's what I'm going to do right now. I just got to be careful not to go crossways with the sandpaper on these, and we should be able to clean them up. Now, how did this happen? Let's go back to the metal shavings I found when I was cleaning the bearings. I cleaned them pretty good, but who's to say you didn't have a burr sticking up on one of the bearings that you couldn't see? Using some sandpaper, we're going to get rid of any ones we can't see. Therefore, everything should be cleaner now. Again, if I ever put an engine together again, which probably will happen, I know that I'll just take those bearings right out of the package, clean them off, sand them up. So live and learn, man. I've learned a ton by doing what I'm doing right now. I mean, like I said, I never thought I'd be disassembling and assembling an engine, and now it's easy. But and then somebody told me, you know what, that I should get into my heads and start tearing those apart on Ginger here. And I'm like, screw that. That's a whole nother learning experience that I don't want to get into right now. I can put an engine together. I'll send them damn things off to somebody. But those heads on that engine over there, they're fine. My buddy Justin, this is who I bought those from. He did all the work to them. Well, he had work done to them. He decked them, pocket ported the valves, and put new. They got beehive springs in them. So those heads are set up and ready to go. I just had to clean them, and that's what I did. So anyway, let me get on with this whole sanding business. He told me to judge 10 to 20 pounds of pressure. I'm like, okay. You out here enjoying the sun? Yeah? I know she's had problems, guys, but she's doing pretty good now. So, I almost lost her, but... Anyway, let's show you what I did here to that first one. Here it is, and it's looking pretty damn good. Those scratches are gone, guys. A little bit of work. The inside there where the oil goes in, where the oil comes from, those had some burrs on them, man. So it was kind of a little bit of a challenge to get those edges there right in here, right inside there. So I did get them, but those scratches that were there are now gone. I'll put up another picture of it before. Yeah, and here we go. Look at that. That one's all done. So we'll go on to the next one. All right. Okay, here's the before on this guy. This is the one that gouged the journal on the crank, but I'll go ahead and sand this one down too. Okay, so here we go on this one, man. And it is already looking better, just like that. Now, these burrs that are inside here, man, I'm gonna go ahead and, yeah, right there's another one. Yeah, I just feel them. All right, there we go, guys. And that one is done now. Look at that. No scratches in sight except for the sanding, which is 1500 grit, which ain't gonna hurt anything. Man, looks way better than it did before. So I'll show you before this one, and here you go. Yeah, well, big difference. I feared for the worst on this stuff, so there's those two down. Now I'm going to do the other ones. The other ones I'm not going to have to go like really intensely like I did on these ones. Not that I did it too much on those anyway. I'm going to go ahead and get those all cleaned up and get all them rough edges. Like I said, on the inside where that oil groove is, there were some rough edges on there, man, some burrs, and that could very well have what did that. And I'm going to go ahead and get all those nice and smooth if there's any burrs on them at all. But I mean, both those had burrs on them, so I know the other one's got to have them on there. We get those off there, I think we're not going to have a problem, because where that groove is on that journal looks to be where the oil ring was at. So that might have been what happened. So let me go ahead and get the rest of these cleaned, and I'll get back to you. All right, here we go. We got all the bearings done, and now we got the crank up here, and that's this one right here. Right there is that scratch. And I got my sandpaper here. I'm gonna saturate it with some WD-40, and then we're gonna go ahead and spin her around with some paracord here. And I know people are probably going, what the fuck is this dude doing? And if those people are out there, how you doing? Yeah, let's just get into it. There is the journal in question. Do you see anything? Nope, because it's gone. Hell yeah, man, look at this. This thing worked great. After I did the paracord for a little bit, but then I just did it by hand back and forth all the way around, you know. Holy crap, dude. Ford Blue Gauge, you the man. So all of this shit has been taken care of now, man. The bearings are all deburred, all fresh, all ready to go now, and this is all done. No, I can't even feel anything with my finger here, fingernail. It's all good, all nice and smooth. I doubt that that would have actually caused any kind of an issue from what he was telling me, but again, it's done, it's taken care of. So on to something that I'm really not looking forward to. All right, guys, here we go. About to bust my cherry. We all got to do it sometime, don't we? Oh, man. I'm a tad bit nervous about this. But we're not going to go nuts. We just, want to do a quick one here and try to get, let's just do this real quick. We'll do it quicker than a in and out, faster than a horn eating rent money. Here we go. Did I do that right? Coming out of there? I don't know how to do that. Oh, I didn't like that at all. I didn't like doing that. But anyway, let's wipe this off and see what we got here. Well, it looks pretty good. I just didn't like that exit. I didn't like how I pulled out. And if you're wondering what I'm doing here, guy, I got the rotella here. I'm putting it in the cylinder and I'm putting it on the hone here, so. I like that pull out better. It was quick and it wasn't as messy. Well, y'all, the drama continues. So apparently there's something wrong with that hone. The stones, like in the middle of them, are all screwed up for some reason, and they're not hitting what I need them to hit in here. So it's kind of leaving the middle of the block, or the middle of the cylinder, a little weird. Not bad, just a little strange here. But so I'm gonna get another hone. Them things are like $20 or something like that. I think I paid for that. And I'm gonna end it here. No need to keep going with this. A honing thing isn't a big deal, I guess. But I just need to get another hone, and I'll probably just do that off camera. But there we go. I don't know if you can see it. You see that little weirdness going on right there? That's like where the stones are missing because there's chunks out. I already threw it away. But I thought it was good. So I looked at the stones and they're chipped and stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and get another one ordered here and go ahead and get this finished up. But yeah, so that'll do it, guys. Yeah, just had with all them scratches and stuff, I was nervous as hell. I was like, oh great, here we go again, here's another problem. But we fixed it. We fixed the crank, we fixed all the bearings, got all the burrs off them, and I'll get that hone and get this done, and then we can start putting it together after we get it all cleaned up. But yeah, thank you again, Ford Blue Gauge. Guys coming through clutch for me, well, that was very useful information. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and we will see you next time. Later.